Heating our homes here in Maine is a constant challenge, but what's the best way to save money and energy? Well, there's an idea whose time has come, and it's the heat pump. To learn more, we're gonna talk with the expert in heat pumps, Ryan Keefe. Ryan, how you doing?
I'm doing well, John. How are you?
I'm great. All right, let's talk about heat pumps. In the very most basic terms, what are they and how do they work?
A heat pump actually extracts the heat out of even the lowest temperatures in the middle of winter, ambient temperature on the outside of the home, and moves that heat to the inside of our home.
Today it's freezing outside, and that heat coming out of the heat pump, that's heat generated from that cold air.
It is.
Yeah, it's a great idea. So in addition to getting this great source of energy, you also have many other benefits with the heat pump. So maybe tell us a few.
Not only can it extract the heat from the cold winter temperature, it can extract the heat from the inside during the summer. So the refrigerant actually works in reverse and dumps the heat from the inside during the summer to the outside,
so it's
which
an
is the air conditioner, as well as dehumidifies, which is very important. So it extracts the moisture out of our home that can carry a lot of different debris. And we extract that and dump that as well. And in the process, purifies the air inside our homes, which creates a better air quality.
Cleaner air to breathe, no mold problems.
Exactly.
That's great, and it can save you money. We'll talk about that in a sec, but are these things difficult to install in a home?
They're not. It takes about 3 hours to do a simple installation on one unit. And it's not very invasive to the home itself.
Okay, terrific. Well, let's take a look outside and see what they look like from the outside for people that don't know.
That sounds good.
All right, Ryan, here's the outside unit. This thing is running full bore. You can barely hear it.
Yeah, most people have the misconception that they're very loud, but actually they're quite quiet. They don't make a lot of noise, even when they're in full steam ahead.
All right, so can one of these units heat, say, first floor of a home?
The manufacturer recommends 600 square feet per unit, but we've actually been able to utilize them for up to 1,200 square feet per unit.
Well, now the really great thing about this is some of the savings. So let's go inside. It's a little bit cold out here, so we'll go and talk about money.
That sounds good.
Let's do it. All right, Ryan, this has been very much of a personal experiment for you with the heat pump. So what kind of savings have you seen?
Well, with my home, when I first built this house, it was we spent about $2,500 in oil heat with a very efficient oil furnace. And since we've switched, we're at about $1,000 a year, so it's about a $1,500 a year savings.
So over 50%.
Yes.
Plus these units are much less expensive than those big systems to install.
Absolutely, significantly less to install than one of those big whole house units and less invasive on the home.
Are there tax incentives for people to put these in?
There are tax incentives, there's state and federal, but they fluctuate a little bit, so at the time of the install, we'll take a look into that and see exactly what kind of numbers are available.
Okay, and if people want to ask you some personal questions about this, or if they want to put you to work for them, how do they go about finding you?
All they have to do is call me directly, and my number is 751-3680.
All right, Ryan, thanks a lot for your time. Appreciate it.
No problem.
He's out spreading the word about this amazing new technology. If you have questions for him, he's been nice enough to say to our listeners, just give him a call on his direct line, 751-3680.